Welcome in, everybody. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And every morning I get on here to give you guys some morning inspiration, something to look forward to start your morning off right. Because if you're like most people, you're looking at the negativity, the all the horrors of the world, okay? It's so easy for us to go on. Y'all come in and y'all can feel good. I created this space for those who wanted to just, always focus on the positive. And it's funny because people say they want positivity. They say they want to see more good stuff happening. They say that. And then it's presented. But somehow the drama, the negativity is always the addiction. But over here, I'm not even going to go down that road because I don't want that. I don't like how it makes me feel. And I want you to understand that on your manifestation journey, how you feel is critical. Welcome in, Nika. Shout out to my billionaire, Nika. Your emotions are definitely important when it comes to your manifestation journey. Your emotions, how you feel, is the reasons why you cannot manifest. Right? Because when you put your energy, what's up, Faye? When you put your energy and your attention on things that's negative, guess what's going to happen? You get more negative. And I try to tell people that, but a lot of people think that it's too simple, right? They don't want to hear that. It's too simple. It's like, wait, what? No, I gotta struggle. I gotta look at what's the horrors of the world. Why not? Ain't that right? What's up, Chai? Chitty. I don't know why we feel like we gotta see what's wrong with the world. Why y'all gotta know the negative stuff? Hello. Someone told me I need to keep my head on a swivel. Child, I'm not about to live the rest of my life. I don't know how long I got, number one. But number two, I'm not going to sit there and live my life with my head on a swivel. For what? I'm going to live, in other words, I'm going to live anticipating to die. Because that's what that means. If y'all can tap the screen, that will help me out as we get our people that's passing on through. Who wants to live life with their head on a swivel? Y'all know that's what you're doing, right? Grand Rising, Joshy. When somebody tells you, keep your head on a swivel, you got to know what's going on. You gotta know how people are like, what the heck? To a certain extent, and I'm not saying that you don't pay attention to what's going on. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that when you just focus on negative things and that's what you keep feeding yourself, guess what's going to happen? You're going to experience more negative things. Change what you want to see. What do you want to see? What do you want to feel? Where do you want to go? What are some of the things you want to do? What are some of the things that you haven't done? Have we thought about that? Because that's a big deal. Have you put your energy and your attention to the things that you want to see happen is the question. That's the real question. And unfortunately, thank you for the follow, Kayla. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't. We don't really take the time to, thank you for the shares, Kay. We don't really take the time to focus on the things that we do want because we are so focused and hell bent on looking at the things that are wrong. What's wrong with the world? If you talk to most people, and this is not everybody, okay? But if you talk to most people, 9 times out of 10, they can tell you what's wrong, what happened, who died, who got X'd out, who invaded what fires happened. They can tell you all of that stuff. But ask them to say, hey, give me some positive news for today. What's something positive? And a lot of us can find something positive. A lot of us can. But I'm telling you, most people will kind of have more of a struggle finding something positive, giving some positive news than the negative. Most people can tell you 11 things that's happening in the world today that's wrong and horrible. Child. I'm here to tell y'all, you don't have to do all that. It's completely unnecessary. You're welcome, Chitty. You're welcome. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I'm sorry. I'll be looking at my comments like that. Welcome in, everybody. Ooh, we had a really big flux in traffic. And welcome in if you're still here. Thank you so much. Shout out to my mod, Nika. And thank you for tapping, following, and supporting. That really means a lot. But I want to encourage you today to just find something good to focus on. And when you find yourself going down a negative road, you start getting frustrated, you start getting bitter, you start resenting your job, resenting people, you want to cuss somebody out. Trust me, I know how it feels to want to cuss somebody ass out. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes, y'all, you gotta do it. Some people don't really understand what you're saying until you say it, as my mom would say, in French. You gotta cuss them out from head to toe. Some people don't understand that, you know? Am I lying, Nika? Sometimes you just gotta let them know, you know what? I can't be nice to your ass. Some people need that. Some people gotta know, hey, I ain't playing. I ain't playing with you. But after you let them know that you ain't playing, guess what you need to do? Find a way to get back in a good mood, okay? Don't sit there and stay in that stank attitude all day long. Because I say this all the time, one of the biggest secrets about law of attraction, or biggest facts, I don't want to say secret because a lot of us know about it, but we don't really understand how law of attraction really works. Like, we don't really understand. But I'm going to tell you 2 things about law of attraction. Number 1, law of attraction works either way. Law of attraction only and always will give you what you are communicating with it vibrationally. So when it comes to people asking about affirmations, and as a manifestation coach, okay, I get asked this question so many times. Do affirmations work? Absolutely, affirmations work.
Money is always available to me. I never have to worry.
But affirmations do not respond to your words. It responds to your energy. It responds to your vibration. That's number one. Number two, law of attraction is completely unbiased. So, in other words, the more you think about it, the more you vibrate in it, the more you give your energy into something, be it good or bad, the more it's going to manifest in your world. Period. So if you think that the world is a horrible place and people are horrible, guess what's going to happen? Law of attraction is going to send more and more people that's horrible, and you're going to see more horrible things happening. Period. I know we want it to be way more complicated than that, but I'm just telling you, that's just how it is. That's why I say it's important for you to feel good. That's why I created this space. This is why this space exists. And if you are feeling this space, if you are really drawn to it for whatever reason, you have manifested this. You wanted a space that you can feel good. So, good job to you. I tell my clients all the time, they be like, Ebony, I'm so happy I met you. Da-da-da. I said, well, you manifested me. Because y'all, we manifest. Listen, you have been manifesting for a very long time if you're listening out there. Now, whether you have been doing it intentionally or not, that makes the difference. It's not about, oh, I want to manifest this now. No, baby. I want to learn how to manifest. I'm going to tell you, you've been doing it. Have you been doing it intentionally is the question. A lot of us are sloppy with our thinking. We're sloppy with our words. We're sloppy with our understanding our emotions and our state of being. We just talk about any and everything. We allow certain things to get us down, a lot of people to give us down. We give so much power to other people. Oh, if they don't like me, then it makes me feel like crap. Oh, if they don't agree with it, then hey, it must be wrong. Instead of going within and finding out, hey, how does it make me feel? And a lot of us, okay, need to get in somebody's chair respectfully. Because some of us don't know if we angry or if we got gas. Can't even tell because our emotions are so jacked up. Can't tell nothing. Am I upset or am I sad? Why am I sad? Don't even know how to do a self check-in, self-evaluate. Just rolling with the punches, day in and day out. Get your behind in somebody's chair if you know you need some help. And there is nothing wrong with it because guess what? I've been in somebody's chair. And I loved it. I love my therapist. Love her down. Because she helped me to process some things. She helped me to realize and accept some things. And I was able to work on them. And I was able to be productive. So I want to encourage you to do the same. I got a special post coming to my men out there. Thanks, Jay. I can't wait to post it because I pray it reaches somebody that a man that really needs to hear it. Because yesterday we talked about action and manifesting. And to my men out there, I just want to encourage y'all to just rest. Like, I really want to encourage the men to rest, listen to themselves, and take care of themselves. And it has nothing to do with race. It's men in general, because every race has a group of some strong, good men out there. But oftentimes, our men, our brothers, our billionaire brothers, do not prioritize self-care. They just go, and go some more. And I respect the grind. I respect the hustle. Hell, my man just goes. But to my men out there, if you are listening, you deserve to rest. Your family does not only need you financially, but they need you physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You are needed in way more different ways than just some cash. Like, for real. A lot of men do not know when to stop. A lot of men don't even know how to process their emotions. No shade. They don't know, again, if they're angry or if they got gas. They don't know what they don't know what they feeling in their stomach. They don't know if they nervous or what the hell, you know? For real, Jay. I'm serious. They just upset. They tired. Health issues. Don't want to address it until the shit is just blown way out, blown up. So I think I'm going to talk to the men this week. And ladies, if you got a man, or men, if you got a man, okay? Ain't no discriminating over here. Man, just take some time to appreciate that. And don't do it just once in a blue moon. That man work hard and to provide and take care of you or take care of himself. Show him some love. Buy him a shirt. I don't know. Rub his feet. Give him a kind word. What's up, perp? Yeah. So I'm going to be talking to the men this week. Because we need to love on our men. And I'm not just talking again about one particular race. I'm talking about our men that are really good men. Not perfect men, but just some good dudes. A lot of these men out here are hurt. Yesterday, I seen so much damn drama on this app. I said, my God, today. And I was just looking at the men, and I'm like, good God Almighty. Why are you so angry? Why are you so negative? A lot of them need a therapist and prayer and some holy water splashed on them. They need to be baptized, you know. And some more. Some of them just straight up need their ass kicked. Thank you, Miss Fruit. Some of them just need their ass kicked. But I'm just saying, well, ladies, hey, if you got a good one, love on them, child. If you know a good one, love on them, child. Send them a kind word and do it often. Because a lot of them are hurt. They butt hurt, and then they take it out on other women. They just hurt. But I will say this. Ooh, I seen some shit this morning. Child, I said, what the hell? What I don't do is, ladies, and it's to the men too. And it's okay to try to talk to people and try to, hey, reason with them a little bit. But some people are just going to think the way they think. They're going to feel the way they feel. Stop getting online, arguing and debating with these men. They just going to be assholes. It's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can possibly say that's going to change it. If you want to get it off your chest and just tell them, hey, you're a piece of then okay. But do it and be done. Don't sit there and try to argue with somebody who is clearly hell-bent on how they feel. It's no point. Can't change a set mind. Absolutely. Stop doing that. Because all you doing is giving him more energy. The more you talk to a person that's hell-bent on what they believe, that's the more attention you giving them, more energy you giving him, and he ain't doing nothing but feeding off of that. And when he go to bed at night, he's going to be like, hey, it is what it is. I done pissed people off and I feel good about it. And us, on the other hand, oftentimes we take that energy and transfer it. We harbor it. We go make a post online. We go, making videos about how men ain't shit. And it's like, well, stop giving them your attention. You ain't got nothing to prove. And let people think what they think. You don't have to give it any of your attention. I've never really been bothered about how people think and how they feel, because what you eat does not make me shit. I'm going to say that one more time. What you eat does not make me shit. So I really don't care what you think. I don't. I just don't. It doesn't affect me unless I let it. And a lot of us let it. On this app, we try to plead our case with these people who are just mind twisted. They use these big words and their good looks, and they spew a lot of negativity, and we try to sit there and reason with them, but it ain't no reasoning with them. Let it go. Go on about your day. Thank you for the follow, Credit Munch. Appreciate you. The more you give it, the more you're going to see it. So go have fun. That ain't none of your business anyway. It ain't none of your business. Spent hours and hours trying to talk to these jacked up, twisted, little PP men who are just hurt and just sick in the mind. Thank you, Perk. Trying to prove a point. What'd you say, Jay? Yeah. Just understand, right. People focus proving their point and judging than understanding one another. Understand what they're saying. And as much as you might disagree with somebody, hey, they might say one or two things that you like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And if you don't, if you can understand it but not agree with it, that's okay. That doesn't make that person the worst person in the world. However, you don't have to continue to try to force feed your opinion. Let them be. Just take a good mental note, a good visual note, and know to stay the hell away from that person. and go on about your day, child. So I just wanted to come on here and say that to y'all. Again, welcome in, y'all. I'm Ebony B. I'm the creator and CEO of Billionaire Black Women. And I teach black women how to manifest. But the beautiful thing about when I started on this in this space, I thought that I would only be talking to black women. And because I thought those would be the only people that would want to hear me. However, it turned out to be a beautiful thing because I got black women, I got white women, I got Latina women, I got Hispanic women. I even got our billionaire brothers that come into this space and we talk about manifestation, spirituality, healing, and so much more. This is just a fun, safe space, y'all. We just have a good time over here. That's what I created this for. Shout out to Lash Queen for the follow. We just have a good time over here. That's what I created this for. Shout out to Lash Queen for the follow. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, Lash Queen. So, every mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I get on here and I try to talk to y'all to brighten y'all day. I just had to say that to y'all for sure. But morning times, we talk about manifestation. Then towards the evening and the afternoons is when you see me. It's like our fun zone, if you will. Thank you, Lash. Thank you for the chocolates. Oh, shout out to my boo perp, too. I'm sorry, y'all. Chocolates. Y'all remember that SpongeBob episode? I'm sorry. Chocolates. Yeah, we have a good time over here, okay? This is a fun space, okay? I barely take anything serious over here. Child, I just want y'all to come over here and feel good. So in the morning times, you'll hear me talking about manifestation. In the afternoons, evenings, we have fun. We listen to music. We do panels, you know, lighthearted stuff over here, man. This is just a feel-good space. Ain't nothing heavy over here. And, you know, we do some battles at times. So if y'all want to come in and y'all see me battling, yelling at the screen, you know, then, hey, that's what it is. But nonetheless, thank you so much. I don't be yelling at the screen. I be having fun. If anything, let me tell y'all something. So week before last, we talked about trying something new. And child, so y'all know I'm trying something new on this app. I'm spreading my wings a little bit. And y'all, I've been doing battles, right? When I tell y'all, wow. When I say, I don't know if late night battles and streaming is always like that. However, it was a full moon the other night, child. I said, what the hell? It is really some weird people out here. Strange. Very peculiar. And I said, what the hell? Is this how it is? And then some of my friends on here, they like, Ebony, you battling? I said, well, I don't know for how long, but yeah. People are weird. Jesus Christ. No, but it's all good though. Shout out to my billionaires who you know, who support me with whatever I do. But child, I said, what the hell? Anyway, so that's what you'll see all throughout this app. So thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for Kay doing it. What's up, TikTok? There go my boo. Yeah, anyway. So that's what you'll get over here. Last night we listened to some music and we chilled and we had a good time. So I didn't go to bed till like 5 o'clock this morning. No, after 5 o'clock. I think I went to bed around 6. And I'm here. I'm here. Praise the Lord. I'm here. And I'm tired. But nonetheless, I had to get on here and talk to y'all because I want y'all mornings to feel good, especially Monday mornings. Happy Monday. Especially y'all Monday morning. Get off to a good start, you know. And again, this week I'm gonna be dedicating a lot of my posts to my men out there, my billionaire brothers, because I want y'all to feel good and love and love on yourselves. Not even looking for a woman to love on you or a man. Hello, we don't discriminate. So men like men. It is what it is. So stop looking to others and start loving on yourself. Thank you so much, Sean Keys, for the follow. I appreciate you, brother or sister. I don't know. Let me see. I think that's a brother. Thank you so much for the follow. Anyway, I love y'all and I mean it. But when I tell y'all I really got one eye open, I got one eye open because I went to bed 2 hours ago. What's up, Brett? I went to bed 2 hours ago, child. So your girl's a little delulu right now. What you miss? Girl, we've been doing everything TikToky. Thank you, Zenbaddy. Thank you, Brett. We've been doing everything TikToky, boo. I know I ain't see you around, my billionaire. Shit. We've been roaming these TikTok streets. And it's very interesting. People are very interesting. It's very peculiar people out here. Very peculiar. So, that's it. Just trying new stuff. What's up, Lala? Welcome in, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I talked about trying new stuff about 2 weeks ago. And so I decided to try new stuff this week. And it's been interesting. It's been very, very interesting. But it's all good. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. You know, some things that make you go, that's what I've been having a lot of. But I've been having fun, and I thank God for all of my billionaires, all of y'all who just rock with me with whatever it is I do. I got good people over here, man. Good people. Like JC, Lala, Perp, my boo Nika, TikToky, my billionaires, and we got new billionaires that's coming in. So shout out to Kay doing it. Thank you. And Lala, she's a new billionaire. So I appreciate y'all. I really do. So long as I got people like y'all, I think I'll be all right. Yep, I'm having fun. And just doing my thing. Anybody want to come up? Anybody got anything they want to say? Did anything touch your spirit as we come to the altar? Come to Jesus. Wow. Okay, I'm waiting for JC. You have time. Come. Oh, what's up? Oh, thank you, Perp. It's okay, Lala. I was just loving on you, child. Come to Jesus. Make up your mind. He will make the offer your life brand new. Pass the plate around, y'all. Make sure y'all pass the plate around. For he know just what to do. Come, Brett, pass the plate around now. To Jesus. Wow, you have time. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for the time. I told y'all I'm sleepy. much, Brett. Thank you. Brett said, "Hold up, don't go back to the office and count the money yet. I got mine." Thank you. Bless the Lord. Thank you so much. Kay doing it. Welcome in, child. Kay doing it just became a member. God bless her. Let him use you, Kay. Let him use you. Let him use you. Bless the Lord. Thank you so much, Brett. Bless you. Bless the Lord. Let him use you. We waiting on JC now. Y'all know we always got that one, child. We always got that one. But as we waiting on Pastor Reverend JC, because he is a TikTok legend out here. He is legendary now. Y'all pay y'all respects to Mr. JC, you know. While we're waiting on JC to come to the pulpit, I need everybody, if you got some, go ahead and go to the bathroom, because when JC come up here to give the word to the day, okay, I don't need y'all tiptoeing out, putting your finger up. Why do y'all put y'all fingers up? Stop putting your finger up when you walking down the aisle. I don't understand that. And it really irritates me. Because you walking, what? Look at her. Put your finger down. Especially older people, child. They do that all the time. What you got your finger? You know that draws you more attention? That draws more attention to you. You walking down the middle of the aisle while the pastor talking and everything, and they just got their finger up. What the hell? Captain Obvious? I'm just saying. What the hell? Captain freaking Obvious, okay? If it don't get much more obvious than that, I don't know what happened. I don't know. People think they doing something to sit your ass down. Or just go. You're already walking down the middle of the sermon. Go. Anyway, while we waiting on Pastor J to come through, this is our no Pastor J is at the pulpit. Y'all give him y'all undivided attention. Please give him a follow. Love. What's up, Pastor J?
Well, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a blessed and prosperous day. Oh, not a lot going on today. I was sitting here listening to you, and I was moved and inspired by the words you had to say. It's good to hear some positivity to go against the negativity that's brought forth about this platform that is supposed to uplift, not bring down. So keep preaching it, my sister. Keep preaching it.
Well, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Um, you know, yeah, I just want to make sure y'all feel good. I think feeling good is very much important. I don't think, child, it's a lot of it's I don't know, Jay. Jay, you've been out on these TikTok streets. You have been roaming them for a little bit of while now, and you done strolled on the many people pages and platforms and everything. Is it normally kind of crazy out here?
No, I just had a talk with someone I was comparing how it was, say, last year this time, or like last year, say, like January, February to this year, and it was more enjoyable. It was more engaged. She had more conversations, not as many battles, but it was more fun platforms, more games. Now it's more of uh whom can look bigger by belittling whom, and that I don't like. It's not the same fun it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah, yeah.
go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Please proceed.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's intense. It can get intense out here.
You know, there was an incident with, matter of fact, there was an incident yesterday. I'm actually going to make a video about it, and some people have already, where this one guy is taking it upon himself to bring down a fellow sister because of her choice in lifestyle.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, and it, which I found interesting was you're so busy trying to make your point you that you could tell it's someone that doesn't know look at the ideal of
Hmm.
you know we as I've always said, I say that we always get mad at the reaction than we do at the action that caused it in the first place. The beautiful queen, she talks about what she went through in life that kind of led her in some of her ways, but we don't talk about um, the childhood trauma or the trauma that's brought forth by other by men and even just by bad people, men or women. That's people growing up that are supposed to be mentors that bring forth people's futures and what they deal with, no matter if they're in their 30s, their 40s, or what have you. But we ignore that, but then we get mad at what we consider to be the outcome rather than someone that went through so
Hmm.
much and was able to make lemons out of lemonade. I mean, make lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. I love that you brought that point up because it's yeah, that childhood trauma, the things nobody wants to say. Okay, well, why are you doing this? Like, what happened? Nobody wants that. They just, oh, you're doing this, and you know that's wrong, and forget how what caused it, what led up to it. That's not important. But yeah, I just yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
well, I can give
And
you a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I can take you a step further. Is that the same person that in their 20s had a couple of incidences where this person that him and his that he went with his girlfriend and chose to attack someone and took their sneakers and stuff, and the person didn't want to report them because they would bully them in high school, and they did this again in their 20s. Is a case they had, as well as another case where they were taking a strong illegal substance and
Mm-hmm.
was asleep with their 2-year-old in the car and was discovered in
This
2015. So
this is the same person.
yes,
You know what? See, that's why I don't pay you to try to. Child. Oh, I can't wait for that one, Jay. I ain't even know that part. See? Woo wee. And you better be careful who you messing with, because you never know who you're really messing with and who the internet, I'm telling you. And the way people are set up, you mess with the wrong person, your whole life will get exposed.
yes.
And you know, don't do something. Don't be calling out people when you got your own skeletons in your closet.
Hmm. That is so true. That's why I would tell anybody anytime. Make sure you get all your facts. Just don't listen to the one person because you think they're cool or because they have so many followers. In that same live yesterday, he had his panel of unwashed masses in
Mm-hmm.
there, and the lady was going along with him, and she sat there and made a point that, well, if I had to feed my kid, I would do what I have to do. And his response to them was, "Nah, this is a person that sat there and supported him, sat there and
Uh-huh.
told her, well, there's if that's the route you go, then that's what you're choosing. There's always a different way. Then you're just a 304 yourself." And I'm like, wow.
Wow.
And threw her out of his box. And another point I had made with that was one of the problems that I think women have. I love when I say that because everybody gets that big eye, like, oh. Hear me out first before you start condemning me. Is
Mm-hmm.
that you are so quick to turn against another woman and to understand another woman that you got to be able to stick together to grow and prosper as a group.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be so quick to shoot down or because the man says something that you run follow him and turn against your own fellow woman.
Mm-hmm. Not even a race, y'all. Just gender. Just gender. Woman.
Hmm.
You know. Wow. Oh my God. I can't wait. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting. And I'm glad. I'm so glad that you know what kind of people be out here and who they know and who they connected to, child.
Hmm.
Welcome in, Kim.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome in,
Welcome
Q.
in.
Welcome
What's up?
in. Oh my gosh, grand rising to the king and queen on this wonderful Monday morning. Oh my gosh. When the brother came up and said what he said, I was about to throw the phone and close the door of the church. Cuz
Kim said that.
it's all about grace. Just like
Hmm.
he said, like we don't know the story on how she got there. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know the story how he got there. I'm actually going through this famous book that's going around now. It's called Shadow Book Journal.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go through that. It's some of the stuff that I was processed that was projected, okay, projected 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago. Y'all need to hear that. That was
Mm-hmm.
projected on me to make the choices that I made. And those were not necessarily my choices. So where is it that we come in where we don't give grace anymore? We're so judgmental. And of course, coming from a religion background, it is a lot worse because we
Mm-hmm.
think we are above everybody
Mm-hmm.
and everybody else is evil and going to hell. So when he said that, I was like, yep, let me come up because I'm coming from around the
Oh, you went mute, Kim. Kim, you went mute.
yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Say that last part again.
We Yeah. So we have to. I'm gonna come back in because I had the phone and it's a background. But I said we have to extend more grace, and I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Yeah, more grace.
Yes, I like what Kim said, and I even went to his live where he was when they were talking about well how this looks and spiritually, and I said I made a comment in his post in his I'm sorry in his chat, and I said you do realize that there were sinners who were some of the most well known people that
Mm.
God used to get a word across or to accomplish things. So if you're gonna judge someone based off their sin, then you gotta sit here and you gotta look down on people who were like Noah and things of that. I mean Noah and oh my gosh, I would get a brain freeze. Look like I just totally don't know nothing about the Bible. Just when I start talking about it. But yeah, a
No.
lot of the people, if you look at their background, you can even go as even more currently as
Be-
Malcolm X. Malcolm X was like a hustler and everything, but through his trials, he became the great leader that he was.
Correct.
Paul, Peter, some of Jesus' closest,
That's correct.
his disciples.
Yes.
Doubting Thomas. But I did peek in on part of his live when he said that we should judge other people. He believes that.
Mm-mm,
I said, well, look at this certified asshole.
mm-mm,
Just a certified, bona fide asshole. He said that
mm-mm,
himself. He was like, because one lady was like, well, we shouldn't judge, we should, well, yeah, we should judge. Yeah, we should judge. But if you go on his page, he's so eloquent with his words. He talked to the women, he buttered them up. You gotta be careful with them men. that's so pro women because he's disgusting.
Yep. Mm,
But
I,
anyway, what else was you about to say, Kim?
mm-mm.
Go ahead, Jack.
No, go ahead.
I'm a,
Go ahead.
I just want to say I was offended because as a man, I prefer not to be put in the same category. If you give me like a dude or a guy, I'd gladly appreciate it.
Well, we know Pastor J is different. Pastor J is he one of the good guys. He one of the good guys. No, it's unfortunate though. You know what I'm saying? They do get get the good looks going. Not saying you're not good looking, Jay, because you're very handsome. But you just gotta be careful with them, man. For real. Or the truth will always come out, that's for sure.
Yep.
I'll just put it that way. I'll just say that. True characters always come out. And I appreciate other men that's standing up for her and women like her because we need to appreciate y'all for doing that. That's for sure. Those are real men, real
Yeah.
kings for real. But what was
Yeah,
you about to say, Kim?
Yeah, I definitely just piggyback on that. It just irks my soul when people try to judge you from your past, and it's been in this space, in this manifestation space, we only have the present and the now. And especially if you are a come up. So if you have learned from your mistakes, or if you have gone through the work and you have been here and then something came up from your past, I'm like, that doesn't that's apples and oranges. You comparing apples and oranges, and that's not how it works. I said you have to live in the present now, and then again, extend grace. We only live here for one time. And then I have been listening to Abraham Hicks all weekend long, and she said, whatever makes you feel good, God dog it, whatever makes you feel good. That was her in game, in all, the whole weekend. I heard her say, whatever makes you feel good. What the heck? If you see a female, or you hear a female go on 5 dates, okay. Did that make her feel good? Yes. Okay, queen. If you hear a dude that say, "Hey, I don't want to date baby mothers. I don't want to date moms, single moms." Okay, king, that's your preference. That makes you feel good. Why is it that we have to focus on so much negativity? What makes you feel good? Whatever makes you feel good, I'm good. So stop. It doesn't make sense on why we bashing each other and trying to be
Hmm.
up on one another. That's what, and again, that goes back to the religion perspective too. Like, if a female come into your church with a mini skirt on and a shirt, okay, queen,
Right.
that would
Yeah.
make, hey, that makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, she a whore. No, she's not. You want to.
Right. Or
So,
you can.
because some stuff you doing stuff too that doesn't, quote unquote, I guess, quote unquote, doesn't make you look good either. If
Hmm.
you,
I
I
want.
I just don't understand that.
Well,
Go
I
ahead,
want
Jack.
to. I'm sorry. I just want to say I want to elaborate. Let's just say she is one, or let's just say even he's one, because I'm a firm believer. Is I don't care if you're a man or a woman that's out here being provocative with a lot of people. You have the same title. It's not just one for one gender and not for another.
Hmm.
But let's say it is. Maybe she sit. Maybe this is someone that came in and it's like this is how they found love, that they felt like they got a false sense of love through being with different people, but now they're coming to the
Say it.
church to overcome that and be better. You just shun
Yep.
somebody from healing because of your judgment.
Say it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They came there for a
Yep.
reason. You're supposed to help them, not
Yep.
harm them.
Yep.
And then I was going to say too, it's one thing to correct somebody or criticize somebody, but do it in love. It's what you
Yep.
say. It's how you say it and your intentions. Because, child,
I'm gonna tell y'all one time when I went to church.
Hey, okay.
Going through all my life. Thank you, Hellcat. And one of my
You
little
went down. You went down. Can you hear it? Can I hear you? Can anybody else hear you?
Yeah,
can y'all
it's
hear?
you sound a little lower.
Hold on now.
Okay.
All right, much better. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Hey,
If you okay,
what the hell? Oh, my internet went out. I'm sorry, y'all. I said back online.
okay,
Okay.
Cause I done paid that damn bill.
okay.
I done paid that $200 bill.
If we could
Shit,
throw, if we
all
could
by
throw
myself.
some gifts in the chat for her internet, we'd gladly appreciate
Okay,
Gunner
for real.
those gifts.
Throw me a rose, child. That helped towards the
Uh,
internet fund. Okay. No, I was gonna say, it was one time when I went to church, and I never forget Sister Robinson coming up to me because I had on a shirt, a dress, and hey, it was a little bit out there,
okay.
and she said, "Baby," said, "Baby, your dress a little short now. It's a little rising up there too much in the back now. Now, be just go ahead and here take my little scarf. I love you. I just don't. I don't want you going through all that. It's just you got too much going on when you walk." But she said it in love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She pulled me aside.
Right.
She walked out front. She held my hand. She was just very sweet and gentle. And I say that to say you can still correct somebody, but do it in love, number one. But do it with respect. You
Right.
know what I mean? And so I appreciate
Yep.
men like JC and I speak. Shout out to him because we need, and there was a few other men that stood up for this young lady in regards to this particular situation. But we need more men to do that and correct these other men
Yep.
because a lot of times when us as women talk to these men, we talk to a brick wall, child. But our men that's going up there and correcting what's wrong and saying, "Hey, look, you, hey, don't do this if you doing that. If you want to go there, we gonna go there because it's a time and place for everything." But yeah, I
Right.
appreciate JC. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, no, I was just saying that and I thank y'all too for recognizing. Another thing I see happens across this app is that when the women get together, it's every man I met, all men bad, or then when the men get in there, well, it's the women, it's the women. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, but here's the thing. I mean, yes, there are definitely bad men. I'll be the first man to say they are. There are some out there that they use lines to some that act like they care about you till they get the cookie. Then they want to spit the cookie out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then on the flip side, there are women out here who will meet a man who was really good and really nice to her, and she will play the role until he broke. Then
Mm-hmm.
go to the next one. Use up the
Oh,
resources.
wow.
I
Yep.
think, and in my opinion, I feel instead of the first thing we go after is the other gender.
Mm-hmm.
How about we take time to look at your fellow sister and say, hey, don't use that man. He's a good man. That's why we have a hard time finding good men because you use them and then when they turn bad, then we mad calling all men bad. And men, go to your other fellow men who sit there and say, hey, don't be taking advantage of that good woman. That's why I can't find a good woman. When she sit up here and get angry and then you want to throw 3 or 4 babies on her and not sit here and be responsible. Now they sit
Mm-hmm.
here bringing an attitude to me. I think we should take time to not, we can mention what we do wrong so we can understand because everything that is said is not meant to judge you. Sometimes people recognize things about you you might not see with yourself that's not right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
we should take time and call out one another
Mm-hmm.
and uplift each other, but put more focus on that and put more focus on trying to bring down the next to try to say because what it makes it sound like is that women are perfect. All y'all keep messing up because of the women. Men are perfect. It's the women that keep messing us up, and it's not the
Mm-hmm.
case. We have mistakes on both sides.
We do.
Absolutely.
We do. And that's why I
Absolutely.
love this space. We are accountable on this side. We are. We are accountable. We have to be accountable as women, and the men too has to be accountable for their own actions. Everybody choose. Everybody chooses whatever they choose to do. It's their choice to do it.
Hmm.
It's not necessarily on just like this the women. I mean I hear it. I go these streets. I'll be the girl that be in the back in the booth in the dark in the corner when I go in these TikTok streets.
Okay. I got a
And
burner
just to
page
hear,
myself.
okay, and just to hear, and I sit from if we could just sit from observing what they're saying and actually hearing what they're saying, right?
Hmm.
And then you'll be able to hear like, okay, this is what a man truly wants. It's like, nah, he don't want that. He just gave you the cheat code. This
Yeah.
is what
Hmm.
he wants. When a man says what he wants, this is exactly what he wants. And I'm like,
Mhm.
and I'm loving my females, but they like, nah, I'm gonna be single for life. It's like, okay, listen. So
Uh,
that's why we say there's no good men, because the man is giving you the cheat code, but you don't want to hear what he has to say, and you don't
mm-mm.
like the cheat code,
Or
because
don't want to
that don't
compromise.
pertain to your agenda. Yeah. So when the men come, and when the true females, I only have a selective few that I follow, and I'm like, that makes sense. So when the true females come up, and then they don't, and the men be like, nah, they about that money, they about that game, they about that. No, it's not. She just gave you a cheat code. She just wants you to communicate with her. That it's nothing else to it's nothing else to say. She said that
Right.
she wants to communicate with you, and she wants you to communicate with her. How easy can that be? But because there's unresolved issues, and that the men does not communicate like they need to or should, because based on past trauma and all the environment and all those kind of things, we have to extend grace, ladies. We have to extend grace because they wasn't raised that way. So
Right.
it's just all about perspective and projection. It's like, don't
Mm-hmm.
put it out on him. If he wants to apologize with flowers, with gifts and things of that nature, don't. Just like my king said, he said, don't expect it in a way that you think that it should be. If it's his way of doing things like that, accept it. That's a good
Hmm.
man.
That's a good child. I had to learn that. Kim, you preaching
Me,
today. Hold on. Let me
this
talk
was
to you.
this weekend. This just happened this weekend. Okay,
Child,
I was like, oh my god, I need to shut up. I need to hush.
Kim, I had a flashback, child, because that's how mine is. That man can't say sorry. I don't think I probably read it once. I never heard him say it. Um, but he would he would apologize by like buying me something or showing up or popping up or whatever the case may be. And I just,
Yeah.
you know what? I just had to child. Accept
And maybe just wait, maybe
it.
just can elaborate on that. Why do y'all not don't apologize? Why y'all don't say I'm sorry?
Well, I'm a
But
Leo,
y'all do
baby.
say
So
it.
that
You
pride is
say it, right?
big. I know that's my number one go to is I'm a Leo child. But I don't know. Like my mom don't say sorry. My mom barely has ever said sorry. Her
Right,
way of apologizing is through action. Like, hey,
right,
or do
right.
something kind. I think that's black folk, black parents in general.
It
They
is. It
don't
is.
really they don't really say sorry. They say you want to go get something to eat. Come on, let's go shopping. You want to go to the mall. And you already knew
Yo,
what was up.
I
It
had this
ain't
argument
saying
last
right,
night
it
with
ain't
this girl.
saying wrong.
that's the
Jay.
truth.
But it's the damn truth. Goddamn, what? That's actually admitting they were wrong? No.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I need you to say it.
Right. Right,
That
child.
I had a whole argument last night, uh, because I was talking about how her and somebody else I talked with. Said their whole thing is they'll have a whole argument and be quiet, hang up the phone, whatever, and then come back. later, like, oh yeah, yeah, let's go grab something to eat, or yeah, I was watching TV today and this was cool. It's like the whole argument never happened. Like, and we just want to continue. Like, the way of apology is, I'm just going to be nice to you, like nothing ever happened. And so when I brought it to my other friend's attention, she was like, "Well, I don't think it's genuine when you apologize right away. I feel if you wait 2, 3 days and then say it, then you had time to think about it." And I'm like, "No, that normally means that you kind of let it slide for a while, and then you hope the other person forgets and you keep going." No.
Mm. Sweet Pea said,
Wrong.
"I do that, child."
Me too. Me too.
Call him up. Hey, what you
For
doing?
real. A whole week of silence. Don't play.
Right. Like what? Oh Lord, child. So we got a lot of, and another thing too, both of y'all points is that um, we gotta do a lot, the inner work. The work begins with
It
us. I
is.
know oftentimes we wanna point out what's going on with what the other person is doing wrong, but it's always what, three or four fingers pointing right back at you. You gotta,
Yeah.
what's going on with you? Projection.
Yes.
Projection.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. It was definitely a projection on, like, I want him to do this way, in this particular way, then I'll be good. But I have to receive it as how he gives it. And I know that and I have to have the grace to where, okay, he listens, he understands next time that this
Hmm.
this is how I feel. And then that's where you communicate. Like, look, this is how I feel. It was one particular phrase I said with my honey. I said, how did that landed on your ears? How did that made you feel? And
Hmm.
then he had to, yeah. And then sometimes, as a good woman, you can pull that out of that man. It's like, how did
Hmm.
that make you feel? Not necessarily going back to childhood and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, so if that made you feel that way, I know now that I will not say that because I don't want you to feel that way. It's communication. Oh Lord, boy, I tell you that internet.
Child, we got an internet fund, internet.
Okay,
Oh,
You know
the internet.
for real. We gotta go pay that bill. Wait.
Careful. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Child, is my phone
Okay.
off? 'Cause I just paid this bill. Um. Anyway, I digress. But no, that's a good point. Yeah, everything that Kim said, and just like, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, doing the self work, uh, and giving grace. Giving grace and correcting people, or standing up for people when you know that they need help. And I love the fact that our men like JC are doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it makes us feel safe. It makes
Yeah.
us feel like, okay, somebody, our men do hear us. Our men did hear us, and they're listening, and they calling out what's wrong. They calling out other men on their BS
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It just makes us. It really does feel good. It
That's
really
good.
feels, because sometimes the men, we can't say it how we need to say it to a man. Again, they
Right.
don't hear it often from us, but when another man come to them, that shakes some things up. And you might not directly impact that particular man, but you might impact the next man.
Right.
You don't always got to be who you trying to go after. This thing can be turned around to say it'll show another young man or another man to say, hey, dang, that is wrong. Because what if that
Yeah.
was your sister? What if that was your mother? What if that was your cousin? What if that, like, some men don't care. They don't give a damn. They just feel like a woman should behave this way no matter who she is. But another man may say, nah, that ain't right. Because, or what if that was my little sister? What if that was my auntie? What if that was, you know, because it's a double standard in that too.
Yeah.
Uh, men could do it to women, but as soon as somebody do it to their child or their loved one, it's a problem.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Keep the, that's right. Keep the same energy.
Keep that same energy. Would you want
Yeah.
somebody doing your folks like that? How you feel about that, JC?
I'm gonna give you the answer he gave. Well, I ain't worried about that because my sister, my friend, they wouldn't even act like that, so I wouldn't have to worry about
The whole
Oh
time
my.
they
it. No,
Okay,
that
for real.
no. Real talk. I don't like the double. Well, first I'll say the double standard. I don't like the double standard. If one can't do it, another can't do it. In most cases, there are some cases where I say it is. It shouldn't be the same. Like walking through a door. I like to walk through the door first because if something's going to happen, I can't protect you if you're walking ahead of me. Same as like when you're walking down the road. But as far as like, okay, well, it's in a man's nature to be able to have 5,000 women, but a woman should only have the one, and that's it. No, that's a cheater's that's a cheater's excuse.
When it only
Um,
Wow.
really take two to tango, if you know what I mean. But how does that
exactly.
be?
I mean, I can just rant on that standard right there alone. I'm like, what?
ANC, thanks. I'm not. This is actually my backup that I've made my main. My main is still. That's why I had everybody come over to follow me on this page here. But yeah, my main is still. They still said I can't have it back.
Damn, that's all right. You're gonna keep on building and keep on growing.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Thank
So y'all
you.
make sure
And
y'all follow JC, man. This was a great live. I didn't expect this, especially off of 2 hours. Thank y'all.
When you start singing that JC song, when you start singing G, that's,
No,
that's
when
all it
JC
was.
said the
You said
offering,
sing
that
that
took me
song.
out.
We both came to the altar.
Pastor and Evangelist Kim. Pastor J and Evangelist Kim, okay?
Okay.
Coming to the word, child. Let them use you.
we've been preaching for 5 minutes now. It's time for another offering.
You know we got 6 more to go. We got the building fund, the internet fund, got the food fund, okay? So if y'all can
Oh,
contribute,
this
no,
is exactly.
I'm just,
So I've got to tell this quick story, and I'm not gonna name no church or nothing in particular. But I was living in the city, and I had some friends that wanted me to go to their church,
Mhm.
and so I always ask questions, like, okay, well, I'll go, I don't mind, and I'm like, but tell me, so what did y'all do for the pastor's anniversary? Because I know I'm from a smaller town, live in a smaller town. So we either had a dinner, man, paid their bills for that month, or just something celebrated them for that month. They said they got the pastor a Rolls Royce. And I'm like,
Well, God dang.
Well, dang.
I'm like, and I'm sitting around looking like, so what do y'all do with the offerings? Because they were saying make sure, because it was one of the places where you have to show your stub to make sure you're giving your 10%. Now here's another red flag. I'm not showing nobody my stubs. And
The
Right.
stubs.
yeah,
Not
I'm not doing this. I'm not going. And they kind of got upset with me. And I'm like, No, no, this is not church for me.
Yeah.
I need to be claiming the church on my taxes if this is the case. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah,
My
so
church, I don't attend no, I didn't attend one of the mega churches. And I
hmm
love my pastor. I do. I still claim him. I had a dream about him last night too. I gotta call him. But I haven't been in my church in like 3 years. But nonetheless, that's still my church. Good, bad, and ugly, still my church. And
hmm
our 25th anniversary, they gave him $25,000. And I
hmm
and at the end of every year, we always have our the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, and the end of the year church.
hmm
Um, Meeting, and we see what's all in
Oh,
the account,
right.
everything like that. And a lot of people attended, a lot of people didn't. And I'm like, God dang, our church got a lot of money. And it was always that, though. It was always money. Like now we paid off our buildings. Our church bought a house that it rents out and got two other buildings on that one strip and trying to buy the next building. So doing good things and all that stuff like that. And but I was like, a lot of people was like, well, $25,000 and you got them few dedicated members that's going to be like, yeah, we got to do it, we got to do it, we got to make it. And I'm just like, child, child.
Mm, yeah.
And again, my pastor's a good person, not perfect, but I just,
Yeah.
ooh, I need to be a pastor. I'm gonna just say that, child. I need to put that on my resume at this point because, yeah. Woo. Ain't nothing wrong with supporting people. I ain't mad at it. I never really got mad at it because at the end of the day, I looked at it as me paying my tithes was not paying it. I mean, but you do need to ask questions. But I mainly
hmm
looked at it like, that's what, the Bible says, that's what God, says to do. And I did get blessed when I paid my tithes. I ain't gonna lie. It
Right.
didn't hurt me. Ultimately, it didn't. I mean, in the moment, I'm like, Lord have mercy, I got to give my last little $200 or my $100 to the Jesus. But I ended up being all good. Um, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But
Yeah.
some of these churches you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Now they
No,
the most.
that's the truth. And piggyback on both stories, it's the same with I was just thinking about that with tithes and offerings today, this morning. Um it's like I mean everybody like I'm I'm going through Abraham Hicks, the way she sees it, where she sees things like, hey, everybody has that emotional scale or guidance
Mhm.
scale. So when you do pay your tithes, you kind of like, especially if you're like doctrine into paying tithes, 10%, God give you the 90 or keep the 90 or whatever. If you're in that high vibe, apparently, you're going to get blessed, right?
Mhm.
And I hate to break down the Bible like that, but it's really the law of attraction. I mean, just to keep it
Mhm.
honest. So
Yeah.
even if like, man, it bless me. If man, I pay my tithes, God give me back. No, you just in a high vibe. You
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
let's not make that so like, because then now you're gonna be so confined when it doesn't happen because you in a negative vibe. So when it doesn't happen, you're gonna be like God, feeling guilty, shame, and condemnation. Then you're gonna be going down to the altar. Why, Lord?
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying. So you can't put that basis on like I pay my tithes and offering and God gonna bless me. No, that ain't it. That's manipulation. But when you go in like a cheerful giver, like you know what, these lights
Yeah.
do need to be paid. This church need to be paid.
Mhm.
The building, electricity do need to be paid. All
Yeah,
right, I'm
that's
gonna go
true.
ahead and give out of the out of the blessing of my heart, and that's still going to do the law of attraction. It's still going to be what it is because you're high vibes, you're feeling good, and just like Reverend Ike said, it feels a lot better. I feel good when I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I love the
Mhm.
kids. So
Yeah.
it just, yeah. So that part right there, I'm like, I just like the church. I love my church too, and I love the pastor. I love my pastor as well. And I haven't been there for 3 months because I had to choose. I had to make a decision like, okay, let me debunk the core value, not the Bible. Let me just debunk like what fear
Mm.
did fear come with tithes and offerings? Did fear come
Mm.
with
Mm.
fornication? Did fear come with, you know what I'm saying? So I had to debunk all that, and I'm still now I'm going through my shadow work for the next 3 months. So it's everybody has their own journey, just like you said, El, that we have our own journey, and you're on the journey with us as well. You have to meet everybody, just like Abraham said over the weekend. You have to meet everybody where they are. Just meet them where they at. You know, if they love tithes and offering because they in a high vibe, like, oh my God, you got a testimony. That's all because you got a high vibe. And so when
Mm.
the next person see that testimony, and then they'll be like, oh, I need to do it too, but you in a low vibe. So when that doesn't happen for you, don't get upset at God. Don't be upset with God because you wasn't
Mm-hmm.
in the vibe that she was in. So you know what I'm
Like you
saying.
said,
So you
the
have
shift giver.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So it just really, it still involves the law of attraction. It still goes back to the law of attraction.
Yep, absolutely. I love that you said that. I really do. And I love how Neville puts it when he said that Neville has a different perspective. He said, because Neville teaches us that we are we are God. We are
Right.
God. Like,
Hmm.
Yep.
and so he said that when you pay when the Bible talks about paying your 10% and you paying it to God. I'm just summarizing it.
Right.
And you're paying it to God. He's like, I know you, when you go to church and they say pay your 10% to God, i.e. the church, um, you can look at it as you're paying your 10% to yourself, or paying your 10%, I guess maybe even with saving 10% if you don't attend a physical church or whatnot. Pay your
Yep.
10% to yourself because you are God. It's
Yeah.
just different ways to look at it. And
Yep.
and like I said, everybody's right. If you think that paying it to the church is the right thing to
Right.
do, you're right. If you think that
Yep.
paying the 10% to yourself, i.e. saving, you're right.
You're right. Yep.
It's all good. That's your money.
Yep.
That's your
Allow,
money.
well, allow
And
me to be the oddball here because I just
The
like
devil.
controversy.
go ahead.
Let-
The
We need it. We need it. We need it.
devil.
So I'm gonna say a church is like a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm.
talk about how the church needs to be and this church is wrong and why don't this church do this, or I stand by this church, they do this. We say the same thing with people that we date, but sometimes it's a matter of we keep trying to take what we want
Mm.
and make it to what we need. If that person
Ooh.
you're dating is not that person, then that means you keep trying to paint the wrong person right. If the
Ooh.
church that every church isn't the same. So if you keep having to repaint the church that you go to and kind of take a blind eye to some things, maybe that's instead of trying to pick out certain things, maybe just not the church that follows your actual belief.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
that it may be that as much as we don't like dating that new person, because I've been dating this person for 5 years, or I've been in this church for 5 years, that time doesn't make a relationship.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bars.
Ooh.
You can meet somebody for 2 weeks, for a month, and you could have more joy, and they could be the best for you than someone you dated for 3, 5 years. You could get more testimony from a church you went to for a month than you can for the one you grew up in as a kid. For and last but not least, it's just like in a relationship. The person you once knew when you dated may have changed. They may have life things that made them that person. That's why they became that season, not the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes with the church. If the church goes and the board changes, the pastor
Yeah.
changes, a new
Yeah.
bishoping authority takes over, and which means they're led in a different direction, they may have changed, and just like the leaves have turned, you may be heightened now where you have a better understanding of things and you're on a different path. But sometimes we stagnate ourselves in life when we choose to stick with just this person, just this ideal, just this mindset. And unfortunately,
Love it.
that same place, that same church.
Yeah.
Man. He
That,
threw bars out there. Okay, let the church say amen. Oh my gosh.
amen. Amen.
Amen.
Time.
Amen. Thank
Time
you,
does not make a
Cheerio.
relationship. I love that. That need to be a t-shirt. Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
Time does not
Cheerio.
make a
But
relationship.
yeah, no, that's true. I love how you broke that down. I think that's the reason, part of the reason why me and Kim left. I've been in church all my life. All my life I
For
had to count.
real. Amen.
Thank you, Cheerio.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for
So
real. And you
No,
know, same
Cheerio.
with
Hey.
Cheerio. Same with Kim too. You know, we just kind of came to our own awakening. Like, hey,
yep.
this ain't it no more.
Yep.
And I feel so much lighter. I feel less pressure. I feel so free. And I just I'm so grateful.
Yep.
I really am. I really, really am. You too. Love you too, Cheerio. Shout out to Cheerio with the
Cheerio.
big good.
Cheerio, chap. Cheerio.
Chip, pip, pip, Cheerio. But yeah. All if all hearts and minds are full, anything y'all want to say? Anything? Any last word as we give the we head to the benediction? Pastor
Okay.
Jay and
I can't with
Evangelist
you.
Kim.
I'm gonna be
Okay,
here
don't
with
let
Pastor
nobody get
Kim
on that
having to say.
piano and start back up. Don't let nobody get on that piano and start back up. We finna close
Okay,
out.
Nika, I need you to open the doors of the church. That's my usher. We got a new member, and that's Big K doing it, Miss K. Uh, we got some new members, so Nika, I need you to take her to the back. Make sure she fill out all her paperwork and everything. We get all her information. Uh, Deaconess Cheerio, thank you so much. No, y'all good though. Anything else? I'm probably gonna upload this episode to YouTube.
Oh,
Let
that
me
would
see
be
if I
awesome.
can upload it.
That's
Yeah,
good.
and then I'll let y'all know when it's downloaded for sure. Or I'll make a post and say, hey, check it out on YouTube. Um,
Well,
Yeah.
well, if it's
and
being uploaded, let me go ahead and say, hey everyone, I'm JC Junior 300. I am a 48-year-old Capricorn male, single dad of a 12-year-old.
yes,
Holla at me.
Okay. He not
good hard working man too. He a good hard working man too, lady.
okay.
Hard. Find him on TikTok, not
All
Tinder, but
right.
TikTok, y'all. TikTok.
Okay, go okay, ladies. Now don't act funny talking about you damn no good men out there.
Oh, you just heard one for the past 2 hours.
Okay.
Trying to good,
And he
find me a
can't
good woman,
communicate.
a good woman to talk to, have fun, cook. All you got to do is do my daughter hair because I'm still lost on that after 12 years. I tried, but boy, I tell you,
Oh.
Bless your heart.
if you can do her hair, I'm gonna make you happy.
Kim, anything else you want to say, child?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm the first lady that be sitting down. I already said what I had to say with my
With
fan.
your fan, with your fan, and your scarf across your lap.
Right?
Amen,
Yeah,
amen.
Kim, I'm with you. I'm actually the one that's sitting there that's talking all day, and it's like, oh shoot, football about to come on. Y'all wrap it up,
Right.
wrap it up. I'm trying to make it to the game.
Right, be looking at the wall. Oh, hold on, it's almost 2 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, now y'all. All right. We got the work done. All right. Oh man, well thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so
You're
much. I'm definitely
welcome.
going to upload this on YouTube. If you hit the link in my bio, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And y'all can catch this episode later. I'm going to work on that now. If my internet uh, continues to be on my side, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I love y'all. I'll be back later on this afternoon or evening, and we're going to chill and have fun. So y'all come and vibe out with me. That'll be so great. We're going to have a good time today. So I love
All
y'all.
right.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you,
You're
JC.
welcome.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to close out the show. Y'all have a great day on purpose.
Day on purpose. This was really good. This was really good. So thank you. Thank you so much to everybody that came on through. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, this is the feel good show. This is a feel good space. So I love y'all and I thank y'all for sticking with me. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for everything. So we'll be back at it again tomorrow, 8 a.m. for the Billionaire Morning Show. And then this evening and afternoon, if you follow me here on Billionaire Ev, you can go ahead and we can vibe out and have a good time. I love y'all and I mean it. Y'all have a great day on purpose. Bye, billionaires.